Good morning and welcome to Better Thyself segment of Dr. Lamba's Awakening Call. Everybody wants to be confident, but are they really confident? And what does it take to be confident? Many things. But one of the most important things is your conversation, the way you talk, the way you sound, the language that you use, the vocabulary that you use. And I've seen the people use certain phrases that need to be thrown in the dustbin and never used. And when you use them, you are projecting an image of yourself that shows that you lack confidence. And when you project that impression, it comes back to you to bite you, and your confidence level dives down. If you really want to sound and feel more confident, because feeling would come after sounding, then there are 11 phrases which psychologists have identified must not be used ever. We all have little voice in our head that weighs on everything we do or we say. And when we use these phrases, this voice immediately sends a message to our unconscious: I'm being stupid. I'm not capable enough. So if you let it, it can make you feel demoralized. It can make you feel belittled, less capable, and naturally loss of all confidence. The end result, that you wind up not accomplishing whatever you want. But let me be very honest with you. It's never easy navigating challenging times. But if you say anything or make a statement, then you've got to be sure that all your statements are reframing your thoughts. And if they reframe your thoughts in a negative manner, then you need to change your attitude. So these negative phrases, which I have identified, if you will tell you that if you want to think more positively and feel more confident, then these 11 negative phrases are a definite no-no. The first is, I have to do that. That means somebody is compelling you. Somebody is putting a gun in your head and telling you do it. So I have to do it. Meaning thereby you don't want to do it. But you swap one word and the whole meaning change, the whole context change, and your presentation changes. Swap the word have with get. I get to do it. This changes your attitude. And the change of the attitude immediately changes your confidence level. I had got to do it shows that something up as an opportunity. I have to do it is either an obligation or an order, an unwilling one. Even if the task is unpleasant, it can teach you new lessons and open new doors. So I have to do that is a definitely to be changed to I get to do that. Second phrase, I can't do it. What nonsense. You are a human being. You have been educated. You have been trained. And all this progress is because human beings did it. Why can't you do it? What you should do is, don't say I can't do it. I can try to do that. The moment you say I can't do that, you are admitting defeat. And you are admitting defeat even before you have begun. Well begun is half done, and ill begun is half destroyed. When you tell yourself that you can try, you are not only giving yourself a chance to accomplish something, you are also not setting up excessively high expectations. People say, well, he's trying. Well, if the result is not up to the mark, fine, he did try. But I can't do that. Pessimism. So it's easier to actually succeed if you say, I can try it, rather than I can't do it. Simple changes. Third, I should do that. Now, should, as I told you in the beginning, is the worst possible word. You should do this. You should do that. You should study. You should take exercise every day. You should meditate. It puts pressure on you. So pull yourself back and be in charge. Drop the word should and make yourself the decision maker by choosing whether or not to do something on your terms. There's nothing like that. So instead of saying I should do that, say I will do that. And the whole perspective changes. Perspective about your work, perspective about you. And that change in perspective makes you a more confident person. Fourth, why is this happening to me? Fatalistic attitude, defeatist attitude. If I were you, I would say, what am I learning from this? When you ask yourself what you are learning, you turn something that's bugging you, something that is upsetting you, into something that can excuse me. That can lead you to do better things. So, from your perspective of not being able to do, as thinking, well, it's an obligation, you are in the process of learning something. You are no longer complaining. You are simply finding the good in what might be difficult. Now, let's be clear. Difficult things are to be done. And being despondent, being sad, being depressed, why is this happening? I'm destined to fail. My karma is coming to bite me. Nonsense. Say, what is the lesson I'm going to learn from this? Say you are sacked. Instead of moping, sitting, because moping, sitting, weeping, complaining is not going to bring the job back. So learn. Where did I go wrong? Why was I sacked? What mistake did I commit? Nobody sacks without any reason. So it's a learning process, even that. Fifth phrase. I should never have. Wow. I should never have. Again. If I were you, I would say, because I did that, I know now it. If you never should have means you are incapable of experimenting. You are incapable of learning. When you rephrase this thought, you begin to think again about good things that have happened because you did something that you thought you shouldn't have, but you did. Maybe you met someone you wouldn't have met. Maybe you discovered something wonderful about yourself. So, I should never have gone there. Why not? Maybe going there enabled you to meet your partner, which made your life heaven. Simple things again, but meaningful. Then the sixth word, I failed, complaining stupidly. What you can say is, well, this attempt didn't work, I'll try again. Many times, something you have tried would not turn out the way you want. And why should it? Why should your expectations always be fulfilled? You go to seek a client, you didn't get a new client. You wanted a promotion, you didn't get a promotion. So instead of saying, I failed, say, well, this was one attempt. It didn't work, I'll try again. If you tell yourself that you have failed, that's the end of the story. You are being unfair to yourself. Remember, there will be other opportunities. So you have not failed. This is just one attempt. 7. If only I had done this. You have done something and then say, I wish I had not done this, I had done this. Well, you have not done it. What should you say instead? Nothing. Still, keep quiet. Keep your mouth shut. We all, human beings, have if only moments. If only I had looked after my health. If only I had taken proper exercise. If only I had been careful in my studies. If only I had been able to do the job. If only I had spoken up at that meeting with my idea. If only I hadn't answered the interview question that way. This is a dead-end thinking. You are not learning from the past. You are just lamenting, just making lame excuses, and it means nothing. 8th phrase. This is too complicated. You are given a job and you say, oh, immediately the impression goes, well, this man is incompetent. How did we get hired him? If I were you, I would say, I don't send this right now, but I'll try. When you face a new challenge, by immediately telling yourself that you will never get your mind around it, you are making it sound like it's unchangeable fact. Now you should know nothing in the world is unchangeable. You can always try. You may fail in material, but you can always try. You are basically, when you say it's too complicated, it's beyond me, you are very subtly telling yourself that you cannot change. You are telling yourself that you are incapable of growth. And you know that's nonsense. You are capable of growth. You are a human being. You are intelligent, capable person, only you are not working. Don't forget, all of us are really works in progress. We keep on shifting, keep on changing, keep on progressing. 9th phrase. It's not fair. Kids do it. Grown-ups don't do it. If I were you, I would say, I can deal with it anyway. It may not be up to my expectation. I think it could have been done the other way. Why? Life should be fair all the time. Sure, life can be unfair many times. That doesn't mean that you keep on repeating that negative mantra to yourself and feel depressed, desperate, and leading to becoming a depressive maniac. Face that perceived unfairness head on and look for solutions. Those solutions will get you where you want to be. So learn to say, I can deal with it anyway. Complaining about it not being fair doesn't help. Saying I can deal with it anyway shows your confidence and makes you feel confident. 10th phrase. It's never going to change. Tell me something. Is there anything in the world which doesn't change? Everything changes. So why say it's never going to change? And I've seen people say it many times. Well, this is going to happen, it's never going to change. What you should say instead is, I can change the way I can approach this. The end may not change, but your approach can change. As a matter of fact, this is another case of going from passive to active. It's never going to change, it's passive. And passiveness means death. If not physical, at least mental. What you should do is put yourself in charge of the situation. You think it can't change. That means you need to change your approach. You need to change your thoughts about it, and that's it. And the last word never to use is never. And also don't use always. These are absolutes. As a matter of fact, you should avoid saying anything absolute altogether. Absolute means end of the world. and it's the end of your capabilities. If you find yourself saying something like, I'll never get the promotion I always, or I'm always get overlooked, you need to take a step back to put things in the proper perspective. You have got to remember, life isn't black and white. And people who are confident, people who are successful, are those people who are able to look at things objectively without getting depressed. So absolutes are a full stop. Don't use them. So if you avoid these 11 phrases, you would emerge more reliable, more confident, more capable, and a better human being. And that's what you want to be. Think about it and act on that. Thank you.